Welcome to week 3 of the Quarantine Sales Book Club. How are you? How is quarantine going for you? Now listen, by the time you watch this, we could be well out of quarantine, which is amazing. At the time of recording, as you can probably tell by my beard and my slightly longer quiff than normal, I am still in quarantine. The world is still in shutdown. It's actually Easter weekend at the time of recording this. So anyway, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Rob Spence. I'm a sales trainer, sales coach, an overall sales nerd. I'm the managing director of a large sales and marketing company, Paragon Sales Solutions. And this series, boys and gals, and everything else, is our Quarantine Sales Book Club. Because as an author of 3 really good sales books myself, and an overall nerd, I'm a big believer that salespeople should read, they should study, they should enhance their sales skills. And so I thought about putting together my top 10 sales books that I rate, that I've read, that I really like. And what better time to study than in a quarantine? So that when we're out of quarantine and the world is back to normal, we can get out there and hit the ground running. This is week 3. Now, we've already gone through in at number 10, Getting Past No. And at number 9, we had Jeffrey Gitomer's The Sales Bible. And now, week 3, The 1 Minute Salesperson by Spencer Johnson and Larry Wilson. Now, you probably recognise this. There's a whole load of the 1 minute series. So there's the 1 Minute Manager, there's Gung Ho, there's Who Moved My Cheese. I think there's some others as well. These are a really, really quick read, but they really hit the nail on the head when it comes to sales and all their other books as well, because they get to the point, but they do it in a really fun, really easy way, a really storytelling way. They've got a great narrative. These books, and this book in particular, is not about one salesperson saying, oh, look at me, I made this amount of sales, follow my lead kind of thing. This is a story, and I love a story because A, they're different to, like, say, all the other sales books, but they really hit to the heart of the reader, which is amazing. So, the 1 Minute Salesperson. Let's have a quick little look on the back here. So lots of reviews and testimonials to try and not get the lighting in there. So OG Mandino, who actually wrote one of my favourite books, The Greatest Salesman in the World. It's not about me. Follow the wise advice in this great book and become the great salesperson of your dreams. We've got Frank Santo, who probably was the national sales manager of 3M company, said all our salespeople will receive a copy of this book. You know, you've got who we got here? Warren Bennis, a distinguished professor of business at the University of Southern California, wrote, "This book is fundamental and important. It's about getting what you want in all aspects of life." And I think what that touches upon is the fact that sales, and I share this point, that sales isn't always about making money and selling things. It's actually about getting the things that we want in life, whether it's to put your kids to bed at an early bedtime or to get your better partner to take you to that restaurant that's opened up. So let's have a little peek inside. So this copy here, I've got a hardback copy. This looks quite an old copy. It looks like it was printed potentially in the 80s. Let's have a little look here. Probably reissued 2002. So yeah, okay, maybe not the 80s, but anyway, seems quite old. So here's a page of contents. You can see it's not very long-winded whatsoever. It's fairly straightforward. Let's have a little read of this first page here, because there's no official blurb, or is there an official blurb? No, there's not. So once there was a very successful salesperson. He felt more than successful. He felt prosperous. He enjoyed peace of mind, financial independence, security, good health, and an enjoyable social life. He had the respect and admiration of all who knew him. Many people wanted to do business with him, and even more people wanted him as a friend. However, he hadn't always been so successful. He could remember the many years when he tried harder but did no better than most people. Now he was glad that he knew what he knew, and more important, that he put it to use. The man smiled as he thought about how easily he had finally learned to prosper. So this story is all about how this salesperson went from zero to hero, should we say. And let's face it, we all want to be that person. Look at that. There's a nice little quote behind it. What does it say? Behind every sale is a person. Beautiful, right? So this book, nice and thin. It's what we got, 100 and we're including like the acknowledgements and stuff at the end. It's 109 pages. Nice big font. Lots of page breaks, lots of hints and tips to kind of take away. This probably could be higher up the list, but it's sitting in a very comfortable number 8, still in the top 10. Once again, you know, you can pick up copies of these fairly easy now on eBay or Amazon, and I do recommend you to go get the other books as well. You know, Who Moved My Cheese is a very good book, and 1 Minute Manager and Gung Ho as well is a very good book. So Spencer Johnson and Larry Wilson, The 1 Minute Salesperson. Make sure you add this to your Say Yours library. I don't know why I did that. Thank you for watching this week's Quarantine Sales Book Club. Maybe the quarantine is getting to me a little bit, who knows. But thank you so much for joining me. Please do like and subscribe to the channel. If you're watching this anywhere else, please share it as much as possible. And I look forward to sharing with you next week on Next Book in the List.